Ladies and gents, we've already covered the 4-3-3 version last time on the channel. Now we're going to check out the more offensive 3-4-2-1 version. Let's check it out. Yes, this is the 3-4-2-1 Asphyxie off. I don't know what THP means. I don't know what off means. But previously on the channel, we covered the 4-3-3 version, which apparently is not the offensive version. As you can see, the attacking mentality there does make this a little bit more more offensive than maybe the other one was. I don't know. So you start out with a sweeper keeper in support, a ball-playing defender in defend on the left, a central defender as a stopper centrally, and a wide center back in attack on the right. A wing back in attack on the left, a complete wing back in attack on the right, a ball-winning midfielder in defend, and then a segundo volante in support, a shadow striker in attack, a trequartista in attack, and then an advanced forward in attack. In possession, attacking width is fairly wide, approach play is pass into space, passing direct is standard, tempo slightly higher. Final third is mix crosses, work the ball in the box, and then be more expressive. In transition, counter press, counter, and then distribute to the playmaker, as we've seen the last time. And then out of possession, mid-block line of engagement, higher defensive line, trigger press much more often, prevent short goalkeeper distribution, step up more, and invite crosses. That's an interesting one, invite the crosses in. But how did it do for our three teams? Well, average. I mean, Wolves getting 43 points, I would say, is somewhat below average. But Tottenham at 66, Newcastle at 63, I would say is fairly average, both in Europa spots. So yeah, I mean, the other tactic, the 4-3-3, did somewhat similar, although Newcastle and Wolves were both down here. I think Wolves actually were 43 last time around, and Newcastle were 44. So Newcastle bringing it up, Wolves keeping it the same, Tottenham keeping it about the same. So there you go. Tottenham's schedule looks absolutely awful to start the season. A fantastic win against Everton and then nothing for the rest of the month. These three you could probably do something with if you were taking control of the tactic on your own, as I usually say. But from that point on, Liverpool 2-1 win all the way down to a 6-1 Haifa win. 2 losses in there as well, but continuing the nice run. Champions League, you're clearly going through. All the way, FA Cup third round, 2-3 loss against Liverpool. They really took offense to that first win. And then 1-2 loss to Liverpool in the EFL Cup quarter. So you're out of those two competitions. And then unfortunately, Milan kick you out of the Champions League. And it's a spotty run from that point on. Newcastle's schedule is very spotty. EFL Cup second round, you're out completely against Wolves right off the bat on your 4th match of the season. Spotty all the way up to the FA Cup third round loss against Manchester City. You do have a nice run here of 5, but then a loss of 3. I mean, it's just always spotty. And then Wolves definitely not expecting too much. I mean, very spotty. You got a run of 3 here, 6-1 against Tottenham. Ouch. But EFL Cup 4th round, 0-4 against Liverpool. There's the title killers for everyone. And then FA Cup, you're continuing on until the 5th round, 0-1 against Man United. And then an awful end of the season. Wow. 4 wins completely, and that's it. 4-5 against Liverpool, though. Transfers, we've seen them all before. Eljif Elmas, the big one from Napoli, 17.5 for Tottenham. And then outs, yeah, pretty much the same. Newcastle's big one, Wilmer Barrios from Zenit, 20 million. And then outs, 475 for Gillespie. Wolves not spending much as usual. Claudio Ramos from Porto, Manafá from Porto as well, 2.75 for Ramos, and then David Luiz. And then nothing really on the outs. And since we looked at transfers, Tottenham squad looking okay. Newcastle squad, nice in the last 5. Wolves, you got a couple nice numbers in there. 728 for Johnny. Interesting. 766 for Jimenez. Wow. Data hub-wise, Tottenham doing fairly well attacking. They say we are good both in defense and attack. As you can see, they do have some numbers over the Premier League average, which is, there you go. I mean, a little bit better than your standard average player or average team. So they are doing okay, I would say. Some nice attacking numbers, though, so that really does bring it up. Newcastle, formidable in defense. I mean, look at these defensive numbers. I mean, fouls made per game. I don't like that number. I don't want many fouls, but you got a lot more Premier League average than some, and so you're doing very well defensively. Only competent attack. I mean, the non-penalty expected goals per 90 is very good. Some other numbers above the Premier League average, but I mean, overall, Wolves just poor defensively and in attack. Blocks per game and clearances per game are well above the average, which is nice. Everything though on or below. Stats wise for the entire Premier League, most goals you can see Tottenham with 78 lying in third, Newcastle in fifth at 61. That's quite a discrepancy. Fewest shots against, nobody in possession. Most dribbles made. I mean, not a lot of people here. Not a lot of teams. Newcastle in seventh for more shutouts. Most tackles won. Newcastle pass completion. I mean, most shots for Tottenham and Newcastle. There you go. I guess seventh and eighth, and then most points per game as you'd expect. Most goals, Son with 29 in the league, Isaac with 22, and Kane with 20. Most assists, Porro, Trippier, Kane, Almiron, and Kulusevski, all 10 and above. Most player of the match awards for Haaland, of course, 14. But Almiron, Isaac, Son, 5s and 6s. Best pass completion, nobody. Dribbles made, nobody. Fewest, there you go. Shakir, Ramos, Bentley. Ooh, Bentley. Wolves, we haven't seen him much, have we? And then Hugo Lloris with 34. Most shutouts. Nick Pope is the only one in there. Was he fewest conceded? No, he's not even in there. But most tackles won. Pablo Sarabia, Nunez, Almiron. Key passes, Trippier and Porro. Not Sarabia in there this time around. Most shots, Isaac and Son. So overall, I mean, they're spread out a bit. Pass completion and dribbles made and things like that, not even close. And finishing out, Son as a top goal scorer with 34. Kane with 748, highest average rating. Very nice. Porro with 20 assists overall. And then Son with 6 player match awards. That's pretty low compared for all competitions. Isaac with 22 for Newcastle. Skriniar in there with 722, highest average rating. Trippier with 12 assists. And Almiron, again, 6 player of the match awards. And then Wolves, Jimenez with 15 goals. Collins with 702 average rating. I'm not sure we've seen him much. Moutinho with 8 assists, and then Collins with 5 player of the match awards. Overall, I mean, again, very bang on average tactic for the sim. Again, don't get me wrong. If you do it yourself, you could probably do a bit better. I mean, 63 to 72 is a fairly wide margin. I mean, I guess it's 3 matches, so maybe if you can win those and Arsenal drop a couple points, who knows? But it might be a place to start. But we've definitely covered tactics that have done a lot better than this. But that's it for me, Saffin FM for the Football Manager blog channel, saying thank you as always for watching. Take care and enjoy.